Good day, good people. Relevant Thoughts blog is back. I'm your guy, Lewis to the T, and as always, I am excited and even more so excited today. Today is Tuesday, February 1st, 2022, and I want to wish you a happy Black History Month. Happy Black History Month and happy anniversary to Relevant Thoughts blog. Yes, it has been 1 year since I embarked on this venture. It was really sparked by Black History Month, so I'm glad to have that milestone moment here to celebrate with you all. It has been 1 year since I've been making videos and posting them. Relevant Thoughts blog has lived with me a long time. I did it through a written method online, and then I did audio version via podcast. And now we have this platform where I do the videos and post them on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and a little bit on Twitter. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the consistency I was able to show, excited about the fact that I stuck with it after all of this time and all of these years of really wanting to bring something special with Relevant Thoughts blog. So I appreciate you, your support, your encouragement, your challenges, you know, the critiques that people provide out of love. And I think that has helped me to get better over time. So I'm gonna jump right in today. Today, because it is Black History Month, I really want to talk about self-worth. And the reason I want to talk about self-worth here on this first day of Black History Month is because I think it is the thing that has catapulted African-American people thus far. I think it is one of the characteristics that have helped us to come so far and overcome so much is that we had a group of people who knew their worth, and they were really fighting for other people to understand their worth. Not necessarily outside people all the time either. It was oftentimes people wanting us to realize who we were and how we could be our best selves and present that best self to the rest of the world. Not begging, but in a way that says our equality is not based on anything other than our personhood. We are human beings and we are equally as flawed and just as brilliant as everybody else. So I think self-worth goes a long way in that conversation. And what I would like to provide today is just a glimpse into what that looks like from my perspective. I always say that I'm the best example that I can use because I have all the information. When you try to use other people, there are things that you're missing. And also you don't always have those people's permission. So when I think about self-worth, I think about how it shows up in my life. It's an area where there have been times when I was younger and I thought, yes, I've achieved it. I understand it. I'm living in my worth. I'm living my best life. And then something will happen and all of that will be cracked. I'll look at it and I'll go, man, if I really loved myself, if I really felt worthy, I would not have participated in, I would not have said, I would not have acted in such a manner. So I realized that self-worth, like everything in life, is a journey. It's not necessarily a destination that you will arrive at. It's a place that you will stop off in over and over and over again, because again, the confidence that comes with self-worth is normally attached to just life in general. And we know life happens and that could fluctuate, right? You're not feeling your best self. You're not living your best life, and you allow yourself to participate in or say or act in a way that does not prove that your self-worth is where it should be. And I am one of those people who has struggled with that as well. I'll look at, you know, something I said or text or wrote, and I'm like, that's not self-love. That is not a person who knows their self-worth. And so it becomes a situation where you have to hit the reset button and say, okay, it's time to sit down with myself and understand, why am I acting or saying or being this way? And oftentimes it comes down to how you view yourself, and you just start over, right? We don't prolong it. We don't beat ourselves up. We do a quick review. We learn the lesson and we move forward back into that journey of self-worth and self-love. And so I just encourage everybody to take a moment and make sure that you are living in self-worth. And a good way to do that, something that I practice often, if you remove yourself from a scenario and you put in that scenario somebody else who you love and who you respect and who you honor, what advice would you give them? How would you tell them to behave? What would you tell them to say? How would you advise them? And the reason why this exercise is so good is because oftentimes we express outwardly love towards other people better than we do towards ourselves. We will treat somebody else or respect somebody else in a way that we don't necessarily treat or respect ourselves. I'll tell, you know, female friends, if that was your little sister, would you tell her to act like that? Would you tell her to be with that person or respond like that? And I'll say the same thing to my guy friends. Would you love that for your son? Is that what you're, you know, crafting in your mind for his life to look like? And it's amazing the response that you get, because they don't think that their child or their sibling should have to endure, yet they're willing to do so themselves. And so I do the same thing with me. I put in place people within scenarios who I actually love and know and care for. And I think about how would I respond if it was them? And it helps me to check myself about me. So today's lesson was about self-worth. Again, happy Black History Month. Happy anniversary to Relevant Thoughts Blog. I look forward to doing more in the new year. I'm always open to suggestions and ideas. Please feel free to provide your critiques. I'm open to it. I was always told that advice without request is criticism. So if you give somebody advice that they didn't request, expect them to feel that they've been criticized. But when you are looking for it and you want to grow and you want to be different, then you ask for it. So I welcome any advice that you have. You'll be able to see this video on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and a little snippet on Twitter, because, hey, that's their rule and we got to respect it.